All right, quick note on labels and descriptions. I just said, get her number in your phone in a way that you can remember. Here's a couple different things that I'll put in my labels and descriptions just so I know who they are. And obviously you want to cater to what your particular tastes are and what works for you, but these are some suggestions. One thing, if a girl's particularly hot, I will write that down. I'll write down hot as part of the description or something like that, right? What does that tell me? It tells me when the number's dead or seeming dead or not going as well, that I actually care enough to put in an effort with it, right? I care enough to put in a little more effort. It also tells me that maybe when it does, when 6 months down the road I'm making plans or something and I have a couple different girls hitting me up the same day, that maybe I want to favor the ones that say hot on them as opposed to the ones that are just like so-so, okay? Other thing is a lot of times I'll mention how the interaction went. Like maybe I'll put like quick number as the label, or I'll put like near pull or pull LMR or something like that, right? So I remember what girl it specifically is. That can be very, very useful. Also, I mentioned where you met her is very useful. Also, I travel a lot. So a lot of times I'll put like, especially like say maybe I meet a girl in New York and she's from LA, I'm traveling, I'll put LA met in New York, right? Or New York lives LA or something like that. So I know what I'm actually dealing with, and I know when I get to a different city, I can actually meet up with her, right? There was a situation where there was a girl I hooked up with in Vegas one time, and she happened to live in Phoenix, and I happened to have that in my description, right? Like, I think I just put like Arizona or something like that. But then I happened to be in Scottsdale, and I was thumbing through my phone, I saw her number, I'm like, wait, where in Arizona are you from? She's like, Phoenix. I'm like, holy shit, you're right down the street from me. We met up, we had sex. Had I not remembered where she was from, it would have never actually happened, okay? Very important to keep organized, keep on top of those kind of things. If you really want to, especially if you go to the same clubs a lot, you might even put the date, right? Put like what date you met them, so that you can kind of keep a rough chronology of what's going on. Also, by the way, when you're texting them, that first text should have the date on it, so you have that timestamp. But it's a lot easier if you can just like scroll through and kind of gauge it from that. Also, if you get ongoing notes, by all means, feel free to add those in as well. Okay, so anything else you think might be useful, things you can tease them on, are very, very useful, right? If there was a nickname you called her, that's very, very useful. Anything like that. Also, if when you text to get your number in her phone or text yourself from her phone to get the number in, if you can have some kind of cute little thing that's a callback, that's also a good thing to help you remember it too. So any and all of those kind of labels, use them, use mine, create your own. The point is, use labels, they're very, very helpful.